that I'm in feels too big.
What's up everybody, welcome to another camera comparison video. Today I have this Vivo X70 Pro Plus and Xiaomi 12 Pro. Well, at the beginning I always have to show that I have the smartphones. I actually don't like to do this because I always do honest comparison videos. I always offer my subscribers, my regular viewers with true content, but there are some channels which making fake videos are getting more views than my videos. That actually hurts. Anyway, I know my subscribers and regular viewers like my videos, so here it is, the first video of 2022. But before we start the video, one moment for the sponsor of this video. Thanks to AceFast for sponsoring this video. In this studio and in my home, I always use AceFast chargers. I love this brand and I wish if you're looking for good affordable chargers for anything, I mean, they have a lot of different chargers for different type of smartphones and gadgets and for different type of requirements. So if you are looking for a charger, a very good quality charger within affordable price range, then I think you should try AceFast. Well, it's time to start our camera comparison video between Vivo X70 Pro Plus and Xiaomi 12 Pro. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna beg you, please like this video or subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful, then please do what you have to do. I mean, like and subscribe. What's up everybody, welcome to another camera comparison video. Day before yesterday it was -6 degrees Celsius and now it's -9 degrees Celsius. Wow, crazily, I mean, very cold. I really don't want to walk outside, but anyway, I have to take photos, I have to do these camera comparison videos for my subscribers and regular viewers, so I am here. Check carefully which smartphone has rendered my skin tone correctly, which smartphone has rendered colors correctly, which smartphone has better stabilization, which smartphone microphone is working better. Which smartphone do you think have better dynamic range? Okay, before we start the camera comparison video, once again, one request: if you end up liking this video, if you find this video helpful, then please click on the like button and please subscribe to this channel. Support true content. Well, it's time to flip to rear cameras, time to start our camera comparison video.
Don't know how to quit thinking about you.
These video clips were recorded in 4K 30 frames per second. Both of these two smartphones can record very good quality daytime 4K videos. But I wanted to check performance in harsh lighting condition. Vivo X70 Pro Plus got Zeiss T star-coated lens. I wanted to check whether that makes any difference or not. What do you think? I think it's clearly visible. Zeiss lens matters. In terms of details, textures and sharpness, both of these two smartphones have done very well. Both have captured a lot of details, processed textures with clarity, but Vivo X70 Pro Plus has done better. These two smartphones are from two different brands, definitely got two different type of color curves. Without any hesitation, Vivo X70 Pro Plus has done better. It has rendered colors with natural tone, but Xiaomi 12 Pro has also done well. This is surprising. However, exposure management, brightness and contrast isn't that good on Xiaomi 12 Pro.
Look for the best way out. Your hands all over my body. Whisper words.
Another set of 4K 30 frames per second video clips at the same place, but these video clips were recorded in the evening. I don't think I have to mention whether it's better on Vivo or worse on Xiaomi, cause the differences are like day and night, and it's totally visible that Xiaomi 12 Pro has failed to compete with Vivo X70 Pro Plus in low light environment. Details, shadows, brightness, textures, stabilization, there is no aspect where Xiaomi 12 Pro has done better than Vivo X70 Pro Plus. I will let you check these video clips by yourself, check carefully and make a comment which one do you think is better.
What I need you to do is love me. Love me. What I need you to do is love me.
All these photos were taken in auto mode with auto HDR, and I have disabled AI cause Xiaomi AI is terrible. Both has pro mode, so if you want then you can spend a lot of time and try to get a perfect shot, but most of the general users uses the auto mode to take photos, and that's why I have taken the photos in auto mode. Daytime image quality of the main sensor photos of most of the flagships are really great, and there are not much to differentiate. Truly, a lot will depend on your personal choice and preferences. Both Xiaomi 12 Pro and Vivo X70 Pro Plus have reproduced photos with great dynamic range, very good shadow details, almost perfect exposure management, balanced sharpening, efficient focus metering, and overall both performed better than most of the other camera-centric flagships. The real difference is down to color tone mapping, color temperature, brightness, and contrast. After checking hundreds of daytime photos, Vivo X70 Pro Plus with its custom V1 ISP and Zeiss T-Star coated lens has managed to process photos with better exposure and offers more realistic photos without losing the vibrance. Okay, time for ultra-wide photos. On paper, both of these two smartphones have very big ultra-wide sensors, but actually there is a huge difference in real-life performance. Definitely, Sony IMX598 48 megapixel sensor with gimbal stabilization is better than Samsung JN 150 megapixel sensor without any stabilization. Moreover, X70 Pro Plus has wider field of view and better lens. X70 Pro Plus has way more details, eye-pleasing colors, superb balance between exposure and shadows, while Xiaomi has continuously struggled to maintain a correct balance between brightness and contrast. Color rendition is a bit more natural on Xiaomi 12 Pro, but overall, Xiaomi 12 Pro is far behind than Vivo X70 Pro Plus. 50 megapixel on Xiaomi 12 Pro versus 12 megapixel on Vivo X70 Pro Plus. Sounds like Xiaomi has a better sensor, but actually that 12 megapixel Sony IMX663 sensor is way better than Samsung JN1 50 megapixel sensor on Xiaomi 12 Pro. 2 times optical zoom photos are similar and comparable to each other. But as mentioned earlier, X70 Pro Plus has done a bit better. Once we crop in, we can see more details, sharper textures, better white balance and better color grading. Altogether, these makes a Vivo X70 Pro Plus the winner of 2 times zoom photos. Things gets worse while we compare 3 times or 4 times zoom photos. Yes, both of these two smartphones depends on digital cropping to get 3 times or 4 times digital zoom photos, but Vivo X70 Pro Plus processed photos with clarity. As Vivo X70 Pro Plus has a 5 times zoom periscope lens with a dedicated 8 megapixel sensor, I have never expected that Xiaomi 12 Pro would do better than Vivo. As expected, X70 Pro Plus has well-balanced exposure, brightness and contrast. On top of that, a lot of details with overall sharper textures make the differences between these two a lot more than what I have expected. However, I'm not only surprised but also happy to see Xiaomi 12 Pro has at least managed to fight with Vivo X70 Pro Plus. Before we check portrait photos, let us check photos of human subject. Let us understand the color curve and skin tone of these two smartphones. Actually, human photography is very important to me cause I always take a lot of photos of my friends and family. This time, me and Nancy, we have decided to take photos in some very harsh lighting with messy background cause we wanted to see the real difference between these two smartphones. Beauty effect and overprocessing is an issue, and it's there on both of these two smartphones. Anyway, skin tone is perfect on Vivo X70 Pro Plus. Color grading is very similar, but after checking a lot of photos, I've noticed better exposure and shadows on Vivo X70 Pro Plus. Both Xiaomi 12 Pro and Vivo X70 Pro Plus have added beautification, while Xiaomi 12 Pro has added aggressive skin fairness and increased highlights. Of course, X70 Pro Plus has more details, it's actually more realistic and at the same time eye-pleasing. If you haven't watched Vivo X70 Pro Plus and Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra camera comparison video, then you may not understand how much Vivo has improvised through updates, and I think we can hope the same for Xiaomi 12 Pro. Both the Vivo X70 Pro Plus and Xiaomi 12 Pro got dedicated telephoto lens for portrait photography. Yes, I have mentioned earlier, Vivo X70 Pro Plus got a 2x telephoto lens with Sony IMX663 12 megapixel sensor, and Xiaomi 12 Pro got a 2x telephoto lens with a Samsung JN1 50 megapixel sensor. We have talked about color grading, white balance and saturation in previous segment, and things are not the same on portrait photos. From my experience of using these smartphones, I have actually already knew things would be different, but I didn't expect this type of huge difference. In general, Vivo X70 Pro Plus has better edge detection, focus metering, exposure and color rendition. Details on the subject is also better on Vivo X70 Pro Plus. Xiaomi 12 Pro, being a Xiaomi phone, got typical Xiaomi algorithm and processed photos with a bit too much beauty effect and skin fairness. White balance of Xiaomi 12 Pro is a bit warm, and Vivo X70 Pro Plus got this typical Vivo tint. It was there when this phone got released. Actually, I think Vivo intentionally kept this tint to give Vivo X70 Pro Plus a unique and eye-catching vibe. I have never been very fond of any Vivo X series selfie cameras, and Xiaomi 12 Pro has already made me feel awkward with its bizarre selfie performance. So, no, I didn't have any high hopes from any of these two smartphones' selfie cameras. I am actually frustrated. When will Xiaomi and Vivo understand that we cannot buy a separate smartphone to take good selfies? Xiaomi and Vivo has different smartphones with very good selfie performance. Why can't they provide the same selfie performance in their flagship smartphones? Let's cut to the chase. Vivo X70 Pro Plus selfie and selfie portraits are way better beside this Xiaomi 12 Pro. Yes, indoor photos are important because most of the smartphones fails in indoor artificial lighting condition. But Vivo X70 Pro Plus is a flagship smartphone, a super flagship smartphone. And Xiaomi 12 Pro is also a camera-centric flagship smartphone, so they really have performed very good. There are differences, and differences are mostly preferential. We have our own personal preferences, and based on our preferences, we may choose any of these two. Both have reproduced photos with very good details, brightness, contrast, and color rendition is also very similar. But as usual, there are four aspects that matters. White balance is sometimes very warm on Xiaomi 12 Pro and sometimes very cold on Vivo X70 Pro Plus. Exposure is usually very good on Xiaomi, but it has failed in some tricky lighting conditions. I cannot complain about details, both have captured a lot of details, but if we have to nitpick, then one more time Vivo is edge ahead. Finally, Vivo has always got this advantage over many other flagships by having properly implemented Zeiss lens. When light directly hits on the lens, Vivo is way ahead of others. With all the updates, Vivo X70 Pro Plus has definitely become a monster. There are only a few smartphones which can compete with Vivo X70 Pro Plus in night mode. With the help of its V1 ISP, Vivo has produced better night mode photos, but I am actually amazed by Xiaomi 12 Pro performance. It has managed to compete with Vivo X70 Pro Plus and sometimes even delivered better result. Vivo X70 Pro Plus has produced photos with correct sky color, and overall color rendition on Vivo X70 Pro Plus is a bit more natural. Even if Xiaomi 12 Pro has generated nice photos, I think it still requires some type of optimization. When I check night mode photos, I check DENS, details, exposure, noise and shadows. In terms of details and texture processing, one more time, both have done very well, performed like a super flagship. But the difference is in E and N. Exposure of Vivo X70 Pro Plus is slightly better, and Xiaomi 12 Pro night mode photos are sometimes brighter than Vivo cause it sometimes has overexposed and sometimes increased highlights to an absurd level. Noise removing algorithm on Vivo X70 Pro Plus is obviously better. However, Xiaomi 12 Pro has also did good. It has also efficiently removed noises. Shadows are similar on both, but if we do some nitpicking, then it's better on Vivo X70 Pro Plus. Nothing extreme, but better. Anyway, we can always use the Pro mode of these smartphones and fix a few of the auto mode issues by manually selecting focus, ISO and some other settings. Time for nighttime low light videos. These are 4K 30 frames per second videos and I'm not going to hide my feelings. I am a bit disappointed with the Vivo X70 Pro Plus performance. I thought it would just blow Xiaomi 12 Pro away, but no, that ain't gonna happen. Xiaomi 12 Pro performance is pretty good, maybe it's not as good as Vivo X70 Pro Plus, but Xiaomi 12 Pro has gone toe to toe with Vivo X70 Pro Plus. Time for verdict. Yeah, it was easy. Overall, Vivo X70 Pro Plus is the winner. But Xiaomi 12 Pro performance has a strong indication that Xiaomi 12 Ultra will come with more firepower. For now, Vivo is the winner, but let's see what happens in future. If you have liked this video, then please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel.
Love me. We dance in the dark, but I see you clearly. My head is a wreck when I don't have you.